that's it. That's the whole stream. That's what the stream only ever was. Hup, 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 hup. And then I can set this to public because we're that ready. And then I can share it in my Discord because I'm that confident in my streaming abilities. Oh god, now I have to write a comment. I just will do that. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm getting you live streams. And that's it. Now I can wait for the first person to arrive and I can begin the intro because intros are cool. And oh, Fire's already here. Welcome, Fire. Firu, sorry. You are about to embark. Oh my god, my cup, the decal on my cup is chipping. No. Is it cold? Oh, that's disgusting. Sorry, I made a smoothie and I put it in a cup that I know was problematic, which is this elf cup that I was gifted for Christmas. But the picture on the elf cup is chipping away into these microscopic chips that are impossible to wash off the cup and get off your fingers once it begins. And my second cup in the set, the one that has Santa on it, was fine this whole time, but now it's finally falling apart. I'm crying. Anywho, I'm getting closer every day in perfection. Ew, you get that high positivity trash out of here. Then I can tell the story about this cup. No, I'll do that afterwards. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be finishing up where we left off, as well as previewing what we made yesterday, which was I think 5 shots. But I ended up rendering 7 because I think some of the other ones needed tweaking. Yeah. So I guess sit tight. I don't have anything open yet. Oh, I should do that. For Father's Stream, what's your punishment? I get to rant to you about the story of how this cup even came to be. So many years ago, I was working at my last studio job. We were doing a Secret Santa for 1 year, and this guy in this other department that didn't know me was like, he pulls my name out of the hat, and he asks around. He's like, "What is Densle like? Like, I don't know anything about this guy. What's his deal?" And my other buddy, he was like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure he likes the movie Elf," which I've never actually watched, and I hear is terrible, but that's beside the point. So he's like, "All right, cool." I was like, "Oh god damn it, these freaking they're gonna get everywhere. My day's ruined." My buddy's like, "Get him. He likes Elf. Elf is his favorite movie," and he's like, "Okay." So he goes out and gets this elf cup set, and it's too tall. The cups are actually pretty decent. They're just tall glass regular cups, but they have these elf images and quotes printed on the side in this very cheap ink, and it also came with a bottle opener, and I'm pretty pleased. The set itself functionally is great. It's 2 cups and a bottle opener. The downside is that it has elf all over it. And I'm like, well, I'm not that angry. Thank you, my good sir. I appreciate this. And what should he give this person? I don't even. Yeah, I give the guy that I got. I gave him a really cool lighter because I heard he was a smoker, and I hope to God he was, because that lighter was pretty cool. Anywho. So, So I have this cup set, and I'm like, well, I have other cups, so I'm not going to use this. And I tried to gift one to my girlfriend at the time, and she didn't want it. 100% didn't want it. And I said, God damn it! Now I have to keep both. So I kept both of them for many years. One was a flower pot holder for a year and some change, and I started using one of them just in general, and I was like, these cups, they're a little bit larger than my other cups, so it's fine. I'll uh, I'll deal with it. And then one day when I was washing it, the freaking the freaking print, the images on them started to chip, but not in a nice, like, elegant chip that you can just wipe away. It's this really destructive chip where it chips in these microchips. Like it, I take a picture of it and show it, but I don't have a cam. Um, it's just breaking apart like very 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 fine sand, and that gets everywhere. It sticks to the cup in a disgusting way. It gets all over your fingers. You can't wash it off because it just sticks to the glass, and it's it's a pain in the butt, and I don't like it. And it was happening with one of the cups, and I'm like, okay, I'll just use the other cup for the rest of time then, because the other cup is Santa. Santa's dope. But then now the Santa cup is doing it, and I'm crying. I'm crying real tears because now my smoothie is not ruined at all. It still tastes fine, uh, but now I'm gonna get these little chips of label all over my sink and my other cups, and my disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. But on a happier note, let me actually change the stream over because during that rant we had 4 people and down to 3. On a happier note, we have renders that we need to edit into this shot. No, edit. That's what I'm looking for. So we're gonna open up Pandora's box, which is the program that I use to manage and render all my shots. Hey, welcome. Um, ooh, I don't recall. I don't remember what your English name was. Dipper, welcome back. So today, I'm going to be quickly putting in these rendered shots, by actually making sure that they're in the correct. Oh, oh my goodness! Look at all these shots not in the shot folder. Get in there. Get in there. Also help you. Ah. Let me just quickly put these in. Oh yeah. So this one gets put into here. And we want the other half of it. The E, it's Biden, like Biden, or yeah, Biden. He's he's the new president of the United States of America. He's gonna he's gonna do fun things for the country, and I can't wait. That's way too big of a jump. She looks so so alarmed. But that's okay. What am I doing today? We are doing some animation. Doing some. That's yeah. Actually, that's it. We're just doing some animation. Um, I'm currently editing in the rendered shots from yesterday's stream into our edit today and getting them edited in, so that we can continue where we left off, which was this at this intersection. This is today's shot, and I'm just putting everything else in today. It's 11 p.m. Oh man. Oh, that was actually really smooth. Yeah. Yeah. And we left in the spaghetti arm. But we have to because I didn't even animate it. Look at that. It slides around. That's that's not allowed. I have to read. That's a note. I gotta write put a note on that. Say fix the arm slide. Come on, me. Wait, do we have extra space for these shots? Ah, I don't have any slidey space. Dang, I didn't make any. Nah, it's not too bad actually. That works. All right. Then we have the third last shot, which is the zoom in. We zoom into our boy. My channel should have 11 million subscribers. Buddy, if there was 11 million people that were as passionate about overly produced remixes, that'd be pretty cool actually. Oh, and I can slip this a little bit. Trap Nation has 11 million. But come on, that's Trap Nation. Everybody likes trap music. Myself included. In fact, my next track is a trap orchestra remix. That's right. Adelaide's Trap, confirmed, is going to be a trap remix. Ooh. I'd scream. I have no idea how to make trap music. I know it involves a lot of spinny hi hats, doing that. I don't know. What, you don't like trap music? Come on. It's in the name. It's how it gets you. It traps you in with the crazy good beats, and then that's it. Then you're a fan of every song ever created. That smoke in front of her is really upsetting me. I'm probably gonna re-render it so that it's a little lighter. Lighter smoke. Smokerino. Whoa, is that somebody new? Oh man, I'm gonna butcher pronouncing her name. Ringazoon? Ringazown? Welcome to the stream. You're just in time for me to complain about everything that I made yesterday. And you like the pata parts? So do I. And the bouncing guys at the back are also doing a weird. They should probably be synced to something else. Yeah. We'll call them bounce boys. Need to sync. And like I don't hate that they bounce. I just don't like that they're bouncing out of sync with the music. They're just kind of they're just doing their own thing. We can't have that. That's illegal here at the Pata camp. And I think the crowd at the back's okay enough. I don't have much frames to slip around. And this then the spaghetti arm, it actually came out not too shabby. So Dipper, to explain the spaghetti arm, our character here, Maiden, she has an arm that is actually that's 3D. Her other arm is 2D, as you can see from this disgusting array of pixels on the side of her body. Um, and before I was complaining about the spaghetti arms because they, in some shots they look okay, like this shot, as you can see, he's got an arm and a little hand. But in other shots, it looks a little strange because there's a disconnect between the flatness of their bodies and then the fully realized spaghettiness of their hands as they wiggle around and hit stuff and, generally interact with the world. But our maiden here, there's a shot where she's caressing the lip of this pot here, and while I was making it, I was screaming because I was worried that it was going to look weird once it finally came out. And wait, you'll leave it? Or Firu's leaving? All right, shower and dinner safe, and I'll catch you if you come back. If not, have a great day. But I was doing her arm, and I was getting worried that it was going to look and come out weird because her arm it's a 3D object interacting with a 2D flat her. And I was screaming. And I think it came out kind of okay. It's a little boring, but it's fine. And then before, this arm looked even worse because it was doing a pose that looked like more spaghetti than arm. And I also loudly screamed. And then I adjusted it and then rendered it out, and now this is what we have. Just the downside is that her arm, or her shoulder. Why is there one 3D and another 2D? Because we're doing a bunch of incorporations of both styles, so I don't have to do too much work. Because it was either I make everything 2D, or I make everything 3D, which would take a lot longer. Or I do a hybrid of the two, so I can manage the whole thing. Plus, Patapons are technically 2D figures, so it's fine. Well, we might be able to get away with it. But her arm here, as you can see, it's on the pot kind of okay, but her shoulder doesn't actually attach to her body, so I need to fix that, and I'm screaming. Ooh, I should also, mute my D-cord. But I digress. So, yeah, it's a blink and you'll miss a detail, but it's a detail that I'm crying about. Oh wait, this is disabled. So, on this shot, she reaches her hand out because she's inviting this guy to come along. So the shot we're going to be working on today is one that I'm actually kind of excited about because I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's probably going to take me a bit of time. At least I'm going to say that so that if it doesn't, I can say, ooh, we're fast. But it's this shot where it's the reaction shot to this. So she reaches her hand out, and then the next shot we're going to be doing like a quick pull out or zoom out kind of at like a weird tilted angle, and then all these Patapon boys at the edges are gonna split, are gonna part like the Red Sea, if only the sea was made out of Patapon eyeballs, and they're all gonna look at him, and they're all gonna they're gonna spread this path open for him so they can come towards the platform here, the pot, and he's gonna do it. I'm pretty jazzed. Though, but the problem with it, not really a problem, but the reason why I'm kind of nervous about this is because throughout this entire video, I've been doing this crowd with a particle system, and you can't animate particles moving easily. Oh yeah, and I was gonna do this shot. Render longer, and we're gonna omit the one before 0. That's 30. I might have to make this longer so that I can... Oh no, that's out of space. All right. So now that we've reviewed what we've done yesterday, it's time to actually get into the fun, the greatness, the meat of this live stream, which is, you guessed it, actually doing work. This is easily the most boring part of the stream, so feel free to leave if watching me click buttons around Blender isn't your fancy, or stay because watching me click buttons in Blender is your fancy, and we're gonna be doing a lot of it. Pod call, handout. Excuse me. So I'm gonna jump into this shot, because this shot is what we worked on last. And here we are. We next need to begin setting up this shot. So we're going to take our guy here and we're just going to move him way back to where we want this. Oh yeah, my mouse is super loud. That's very true. I forgot. I would do something about it, but I can't because my mic is super duper picky uppy. And the only way to fix that is to buy solutions, and Bun's spending money on that. So the shot is good. Actually, we need to shrink him a little bit because he's a bit too tall for us. Don't fix. Ew. Hey, it's Doctor. Welcome to the stream. Or should I say, welcome to the stream. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-booey. And I'm actually going to turn off the trees, turn off the crowd for a hot minute, and then I'm going to reset our boy here so that he's not animating. We can reset that, and reset that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and a little bit of that. I guess not that. And then we're going to set up our camera, which is roughly here, and we're going to hit our camera and hit the sweet hotkeys Control-Alt-0, and that's going to zip our camera to where our perspective camera is. Oh, good lord. Can I put a look? Can I key this bad boy? Can I key this bad boy so I can... I'm in pose mode. So we key him so that we don't lose the space, and then I'm going to do a thing here so I can take our Camelam and move it into the direction that I want to see it in. And we're also going to take this camera and make it not an 80 mil, but like a 14. Yeah, no, let's make it like a 24. Yeah, 24s are cool. Hey, it's GP. Welcome back to the stream. I hope your day is coming along spectacular. Spectacular. Speg-wigular. Hey, wait a minute. And you posted my live stream in your chat. Stop it. You're infesting your sweet channel with my live stream. You want to know what's happening behind the camera? Well, oh no. My thing is done over. There you go. Behind the camera is nothing. There's empty space and maybe a vase. Who knows? So our camera, we wanted to do like a fun. Oh, we actually don't know how long this frame range is supposed to be. 37 frames. We're gonna make it 40 frames, 45 frames, just so we have a little bit of sliding room. Because you know what my grandpappy always says, always remember to give yourself enough frames to slide things around in the edit, so that if something goes wrong or you need to change something a little bit later, you don't have to re-render a whole shot again. You can just retrim it. And I said, wow, thanks, Grandpa Dengle. How did you know that? There weren't computers back in World War II. And he goes, oh, you know, just common sense and experience, I guess. And I go, oh, okay. Is my grandpappy a time traveler? He is. You know, I mean, no, he's not. He's just a very smart boy. And we're going to make this linear. And we're also going to lock all this garbage so that I don't actually, no, wait, unhide it. So I don't actually see any of it. And then we're going to take that camera and we're going to do a little bit of this. And do a little, oh, not that. Do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And then we're going to... That's it. That's all we're going to do. And then we're going to take this and move it to the end so that the camera's always constantly moving just a little bit. Going out for a walk. That's fair. Walk safe. Can't delete the default cube. Come on. The default cube is the easiest thing to do to delete. All you got to do. And this is the best hotkey to learn. All you gotta do is hit A on your keyboard, and then hit X, and then hit click, and then he's gone for good, forever. He's not gonna harass you in your dreams, or call you up and say, "I am the touch-tone genius, a master of cubes." But your X button doesn't work? No, then you're out of luck, buddy. I'm sorry. Take care, GB. Walk safe. Now I need to adjust these frames so that the camera does like a fast wee. But we also want this to do something like that. And I also want this to just still keep moving just a little bit. You just move the cube behind your camera. That's fine. You can also hit the delete key on your keyboard to get rid of it. Or, no, I wouldn't recommend. I'd recommend learning the hotkeys because that's always a good way to. The best way to follow tutorials is to learn the hotkeys. Okay. So we have our camera movements. Yeah, delete works. I think backspace also works too. Does it? No. Delete. Just that sweet old delete key. Actually, we don't actually need audio. We don't need to sync any audio right now. So I can turn this off and play some dope Animal Crossing. Dope animals crossing the street. Hey guys, you listen to Dangle Bangle Radio. Today we got The Gallery playing. Or today our first hit is First hit is Gallery from the Animal Crossing New Leaf soundtrack. From a swashbuckling band of musicians over at Nintendo. Get your real or counterfeit items, guys. It's me, Red the Fox. And how do I get more than one authentic Mona Lisa? Don't worry about it. Okay. So we have. So for context, if you haven't played Animal Crossing, this song plays while you're in the tent for one of the characters named Red. He sells you he sells you artwork, and artwork has a 50-50 chance. Not really 50, but because you can examine it and what have you. He has a chance of selling you counterfeit and real pieces of artwork that you can donate to the museum. When you get one piece of authentic art, you go, sweet, and you give it to the museum, and they go, hot diggity, it's a real. I'm putting this up on display for everybody in the world to see. And you go, yes. And the next time Red comes back, he can also sell the same piece of art again, and it can also be authentic again. So you go, whoa, this doesn't make sense. How did you get 2 authentic Mona Lisas to sell me? And he goes, I know a guy. Don't worry about it. And you scream, because now you can have more than one authentic Mona Lisa. And it's quite good. Okay. Ooh, I think that's what I can do. Show you. I've been playing the camera move. It's in this window. It looks like this. Ooh, wait. I need to not do this. It's in the camera move. Look at it. It's doing a thing. And it's gonna look even cooler once we get the crowd in. Make it far, like seeing the camera view from like not the camera's perspective. It's this. It's just moving a little bit. I don't get what you're asking, Dipper. I'm sorry. We're also gonna need the front crowd. Oh, that's fair. But we're gonna open up this crowd here, because right now the crowd is eating our boy. But we need the crowd to split apart. Hey Gerald, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. We're gonna jump into this mode, and we're gonna save this so that I don't lose it. And then we're gonna bring our radius down a little bit, and we're just gonna shovel out a little in path here because we want Patapons to not be in his way. Even less so. We just get him out of there. Get him out of there. Just get him out of there. It's still not straight enough. We need more. Get him out of there. Just get out of the way. Get out of the way, Patapons. They're spotting where I don't want them to. You're subscribed to 5,000 people? Yeah, I make the remixes. Welcome. I'm glad you remembered though. I'm the remix guy. That's all I ever do. And you're in luck because today we're doing not remixes, but video editing for a remix. Well, no, it's more an original piece of music that's inspired by a game, but there is one front of the camera. Oh, and these are the worst to get out of here because they'll spawn on the what's this? New Year's Eve. It's kind of a spoiler, but it's fine. Alright, so we have, and this guy's here. Get at it, stop it. And this one's just right in the way. He's just like looking at him, just like, yeah, that's right, I'm standing right here. Who are you? Who this one? Get out of here. Now, I need these Patapons to actually like walk backward. So I need to actually make some walking sprites. Excuse me. And I can also probably fine-tune this just a hair so that they're not, so that we can make this a little tighter. Except making it tighter makes all of these guys want to come on in. Yeah, like I want to animate them walking away because the shot starts with them full, and then they and then they're going to part as the camera pulls back. But I need sprites of them walking back so that I can make them open up. Wait, what are you asking? It was going to be good if you just animate them walking away from... Yeah, like, that's what I'm going to do. I just need to clean this up so that the end shape, when the crowd is opened, looks pleasing enough in the camera view, so that, you know, he's... Yeah. Like, this whole... All these guys are just filler. They're going to be static. And we're going to be animating dudes splitting apart. But I want these static guys to, so their end poses, or when it's fully split, looks appealing. or just generally good. Because I can't animate these guys moving around. Like I could, but it might not work, so I'll just do it by hand. $7 p.m. That's fair. I can get behind that. So next up, I need to jump into my trusty dusty after a fusty. Ooh, what's this? You're listening to the New Year's Countdown, which plays for 30 minutes. Mm. Mm. Okay, give me my project file. Thank you so much. So our shot is 45 frames. And just to confirm, in Blender, 45 frames. So you gotta go. That's fair. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully the next time you see this, it'll look kind of cool. But with that, take care. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you on the flipsies. Goodbye, Dipper. I'm going to be taking our crowd shots, like our sways. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this way. And we'll rename this to Walkathon. This is 6:30. What shot number is this? I didn't even save this. Oops. Oh, well, I did save it, but into the wrong shot. Oops. That is a big no-no. But we're gonna create a new shot. We're gonna name this 0070 dot part, and we're gonna make this 45 frames. Yeah, there's only 4 watching. We're not worrying about the numbers here, because people come and go throughout the entire stream. It's quite surprising if somebody stays for the whole thing. This was 70. Let's rename that. Part walk. So we're also going to trim this down to 45 frames. Yeah, they do. Which is totally fine, because live streams are not for everyone. So I am appreciative of whatever anybody does when they come by. Unless you're that one guy who just came in and just called everybody losers. That wasn't nice. but they're rare. Just like Dragonfly, welcome to the stream. Alright, we're going to be doing some sweet walk cycles. Actually, we're going to quickly block out what I want them to do. So we're going to add in a sphere. We'll just put it in here. Add in a... Give me a circle, actually. Zoom. And we're going to extrude it. We're going to extrude inward, and that's good enough for me. And we're going to move this over to here, and then over to, I'm gonna zoom it up, and we're gonna make it like that, and we're gonna zoom it down a little bit. Wow, I caught the bug. And then we're gonna take our thing here, and we're gonna put it like that. We get our little eyeballs because they're looking at them, and then both of them are gonna be like, whoa. I think for the entire shot they'll probably be moving. So I could, in theory, just animate them. Oh no, where did it go? Oh no, there you are. Oops. Almost lost my babies. And we'll make them linear for now. Yeah, I feel like this side is too far. Because it needs to be just wide enough for him, essentially. It doesn't need to be like... You don't have to leave yet. Huh, diggity. Well, then it looks like you can keep partying with the best of us. Happa chappa chappa chappa. I'm gonna quickly fix up these. I'm gonna narrow this pathway just a little bit, because I want less guys. I want more guys. So it's not super thin. You know, I want him to feel really, really boxed in by all these Pata boys. You have 17% battery on your phone left? Oh no. That's the real struggle. And the other one, that goes too far. So we can move it over here. So yeah, I'll animate them walking the entire time. Excuse me. Oh. Fanfare. Alright, so now that we have an idea of what we want, we're going to jump back into here and do it. So I'm going to take all their leggy legs, and I'm going to make them go leg. 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 Now it's down to 6%. Dipper, I'm scared. I'm screaming right now. What are we supposed to do? Are you leaving us? Ah, yes. There you go. They're just doing the run. I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna. How do I do? There you go. And that doesn't look that good yet. We're gonna take this. We're gonna 1%. Goodbye, Dipper. You're always my favorite son. Okay. And then ew. Please don't ever call me that again. Okay. So we got our walking. and we can copy and paste this over to everybody else. That's right, the whole family gets to walk. Walk, you get to walk, and you get to walk, and you get to walk, and you guys all get to walk. Even though I should probably offset them so that they're not all the same, but no one will notice. Hopefully in a sea of legs, we won't see repetitiveness in a sea of legs. That sounds like a sound logic to me. We're gonna roll with that. Body. We need these guys to all be... that's your hat. We don't want your hat moving. And we need this one. And this one. And this one. Wasn't the, yeah. And then back to this way. To this way. And then it's back this way. Yeah. There they go. Look at those walking boys with their walking, talking, cowboy squawking, Patapon, docking. They're walking. That's good enough for me. So we're gonna save this and we're going to render it out. And I'm gonna hope to gumbo that what I'm planning to do with this actually works. Will it? Find out next week on the season finale of the Densle Show. No, I guess Prolong 7 would be my would be the theme song. This needs to go somewhere. Miscellaneous. It's a one-time thing. No, we'll make a folder for it. No, we don't. We don't need to make a new folder for it. We can just put it in here. Silly measies. Oops. Patapon is amazing. Ah, bless your heart. I'm glad you think the same. And hopefully this video converts non-Patapon believers over to the Pata side. Because I'll cry if it doesn't. So back to Blenda. We're gonna make a new collection and call it Walkapons. Walk-ponds. And we're going to import nothing. We're going to copy over one of our things here because we can reuse the geometry that I did for it. And then we're gonna zoom over to them. There they are. Look at them. Beautiful. We're going to take their walk one. No, it's one. And we're just gonna rename these. Great. And then we're going to give them a new material because as you can see, they're jumping. They're bumping. They're having a good time. Oh, it's Leinster. Oh my gosh. Big fan. Big fan. Everybody, this is Leinster. He runs an animation YouTube channel. I'm glad to have you here, buddy. Oh, man. An actual famous person is here. Oh my god. So, we're gonna... What was I doing? Right, I was doing their textures. Walk. I'm gonna rename it to Walk. We're gonna put up, oh god, we're gonna look for the walk texture and put it on all 4 or 5 of these guys. 5 of these guys. Look at that. There you go. You gotta put a walk on them. Get a walk. There you go. Now you might be wondering to yourself, Dangle, they aren't actually walking. They're cheering pretty violently right there. Like, what's going on? Well, we actually need to change the texture map on them in the shader editor by just going into the shader editor, getting our paddle walk cycle, importing it, and look at them. Now they're actually walking around. Man, that's so kawaii. Yeah, the multi-pawn is back. And you're back as well. Welcome back. We're gonna make sure that they're walking straight, and then they're doing their sweets. Wait a minute, that's wrong. They're not even doing their thing. Actually, no, that's probably fine. So we have all of our Patapons. Now, before at this stage, I would take this group and pump it into like whatever I would do over here in this window. But we're not going to do that today. Instead, we're going to take them and we're going to actually animate these cards doing card things, like rising up above all adversities in life, rotating around their enemies twice, and then fighting their problems head on. There they go. They're right there. Great. So they're in frame. They're in frame. They're standing there. They're doing their thing. We're gonna animate one side of it. Yeah. There's one side of it, and they're all here. Now we need to make a bit of a conga line of them, and we're gonna put them. We're gonna back them up, back them up, back them up, back them up, as my mommy taught me. Sure, we'll go with that. As well as just taking this entire collection and moving it into the Patapon's collection. And then, you don't need to be there, you don't need to be there, you don't need to be there just yet. Taking the Patapon's collection, and then just going up and hitting add, collection instance, and call it Walkapons. And now we get a second group of them. You know, look at that line as they paddle walk down the street. Woo. We're gonna put that on by where they're supposed to be, on the ground. Can I flip this? Can I scale this on the y-axis? -1 to flip in the other direction. Wow. Some may say I'm a crazy dreamer, but I'd agree with them. How do we have 9 people right now? That's against the law. Go eat cereal or something, please. Another stream you got a miss, Frost? I'm so sorry, but I'm glad you at least stopped by to say hi. And have yourself a great rest of your day as well, or night, or what have you. So I need this crowd to be off so that I can make, and also need these dang circles to not be here, because nobody likes circles. Except for circles. I'd imagine they like themselves because they're circles. You felt mint flavor in your eye? Oh, good lord, that's terrifying. Okay, and then we're gonna. I'm wasting everyone's time right now by not showing these sweet results of what I'm trying to do. So we have our Patapons, and we put them on the ground. We put them on the ground, and they're gonna walk backwards, like they're a rodeo of sorts. By doing, so they're gonna just be going, "Oh, we're getting out of here." This, to fudge this guy. But I also need more than 5 of them. I need something like, 1,100. Something like that. So that when we actually do the movement, we can key this with the location, and we can then just slide them off to the side, and maybe down a little bit. So now they're going. Oh, no, they just teleport out of frame. Yeah, that's what I want. No, they do. They linearize themselves out of frame. Like that. And we can change some of their speeds so that they take a little longer. Some of them, 1 or 2 of them. They just don't quite get the memo yet. They're like, wait, everyone's leaving? Oh, maybe I should go too. See, you get it. Does it make sense? Does all this make sense? Am I just rambling to myself, hoping that you people get it? And then now there's a big crowd of Patapons that open up. Look at wow, so kawaii, so crazy. Okay. And then if we play this without our crowd, so we can actually oh man, this video is it's my magnum opus. He says just as the video becomes a commercial flop, the Patapons are like, ooh, woo. No, you get that slander out of here. Oh, you're listening to We'll Be Closing Shortly from Animal Crossing New Leaf. No, I kind of want these to be a little cooler. I want one of them to like do a backflip, No, not actually. Please, Patapons, don't do backflips. But I don't want all of them to be moving at the same rate, because that's bunk. As my grandpappy always told me, he said, Densle, never make your Patapons all move at the same speed, because it'll make them look a bit bunk. And I said, Grandpa, where are you getting all this advice from? Like, I don't get what you're telling me right now. Being like 10, but no, it makes sense. Now that I'm older and really realize what he's saying. Ooh, sorry, that's awful. You want to adopt a Patapon? Well, at the Adopt-A-Pon Foundation, you can, for $1 a day, you can help Patapons all around the world. They need homes for Christmas. So get on the phone, send me your money, and I'll be sure to get it into the right hands. Yeah. Let's just make sure that this. Sure to doubt your grandfather's advice again? Hey, my grandfather was a great man. Grandpa Densle. He really knew what was up with a lot of things in life, okay? Alright. So the speed of that looks okay. And I think I want like one extra Patapon to like walk out and just kind of not know what's going on. Ooh. But that involves taking it out of the thing and like putting it here, in here. No, not in the maiden. In here. You caught a Patapon in the forest. That's pretty fire. Be sure to feed it and water it at least once a day. And yeah, that's kind of it. Wait, why is this still in the collection? It's not. It's just doing exactly what another one's doing. Stop it. Delete. I want this one. This is our hero pawn. He's like up here. And he's gonna just stand there, just like, oh. Oh no, he can't. That means I have to animate him. Never mind. Bun that idea, guys. But that would actually look hilarious. What does it look like? If they all move and he's just standing there, just like, wow, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be on the left side. Har, 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 har. And his two brothers right at the back also aren't doing anything. Get out of there. And we can make him just freaking do a backflip or something, man. Just like, there you go. Just like do a backflip. He's not doing the backflip, never mind. Screw this guy. Take care, Dragonfly. BRB safe. Or... no, I'm not going anywhere with that. BRB safe. He didn't do a backflip. I fired him before he could. Now where is our maiden? Her arm is there, but she's not. That's illegal. You can't have that. There she is. She's looking kind of big though. I don't. That's no good. We need to just make her a little smaller. Yeah, one spaghetti arm, looking a little phallic if you ask me. We're gonna have to do something about that. Like get rid of it entirely. Or wait, what? But she would be that tall. She's a tall gal. I need to move her arm over, and the crowd is in the way. God damn it. Over here. Just get that right there. And then we gotta turn the grab her hand. Get the no. Stop it. We need to get her hand. Right over. You need to just get her. I need to get her hand so I can move the thing. Just get her hand so I can. Oh, it's non-selectable. Wow, Whew. It's been a long day. I didn't do anything today, really. I literally woke up and made a smoothie and then complained for 20 minutes about this elf cup, but it's been a long day, okay? So, why won't that stay? Insert available. Insert a location keyframe. Or don't, I guess. Who wants a free Patapon? Yo, send that over. I will gladly accept a beautiful little Patapon thingy. Excuse me. I need to support upon. You know, one that really gets me. Okay. Her arm's looking a little large. No, like it's actually fine. But I don't like the texture on it. Like it looks out of, it doesn't look similar to her actual arm. You have a Patapon plush? Oh man. I don't even have a Patapon plush. But also, heckin' dope, my dude. Leather. Oh no. Blenda. Blenda, what's going on? There you go. Blenda. Blenda, baby. Come on. Great. We gotta save. We need to swap this to the leather. And there we go. Now we got an arm that looks a little more similar to our actual body. Great. So now that we have our sweet Babu, I need to make sure that they're walking on sunshine right now, so that they don't clip through the ground, because we see their feet. See the little feetsies, the little tippy tappy feet. Though it should be okay. All right. Ooh, what's this? Hey guys, you're listening to Shop Closing from Animal Crossing New Horizons. How are my legs now after the backflip? Fully healed. I'm ready to tackle a new backflip immediately. It sounds like Chinese or Japanese. It's a mix of English and a fictional Japanese, I think. But yeah, it's its own language, kind of like Simlish. But everyone loves it. You know, they got the sweets. Come on, the backflip is not too dangerous. How can I fully succeed at doing a backflip if I'm scared to do them? I need to fully tackle my backflip fears and break my legs again, so that the next time they heal, I can actually accomplish a backflip. That's the only way. My drummer boys, so they're hopping to the beat, but the beat is out of sync. And oh, what does the back crowd look like? They're all staring. They're looking. It's the only way. It's the only feasible way. I'm gonna pause the music for a hot minute so I can hear what's happening in the song. I guess I could just make them static. It's no fun, but no one's looking at them. That's fine. Ah. All right, next song. You're listening to Outdoors at 11 p.m. on a snowy evening from Animal Crossing New Leaf. So next up, we need to briefly cough. Not die. Saving that for later. And then I need to pause these boys from drumming. Actually, I should save. Where's your body and your eye? Can't have any of this anymore. You and your dancing, illegal. And same with your hands. You and those dancing hands, illegal. Excuse me. Except, apparently your hands aren't dancing at all. Fully legal. Good job, drummer boys. But I can turn on the other ones now. Where are they? Drummer extras. They were always there. We can turn on the drums. Sweet. We can turn on I'm basically no, I'm not. I need to animate him a little bit. Said he looks up and he's just like looking around. He's doing a oh, I'm in danger move. So we're gonna turn off our textures and all the other stuff that doesn't need to be in the shot right now, like the set and not the rig. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's animate our guy. He's looking around. He's supposed to be going. Oh. Wait, does he? Yeah, I guess he should. So we're taking this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And that's it. Set a keyframe. Set a location and rotation keyframe. And then we turn this way. This way. Like he's in alert pose stance. And then he turns the other way, like that. And he's looking that way. And he goes, wow, is it really my birthday? And then he turns back to the center. To the center. To the center. Like that. And then he goes, oh. He does a little that. We're gonna take all those keys and we're gonna make them Bezier curves because we already know that's what we want here at in our Masked Man cereal. And then we're gonna just gonna smooth it out, which means the head leads in animation, and as well as it does some lagging behind. And then his torso is gonna need a little love by moving this way just a hair, and then this way, and then back this way. I'm a little worried for this tearing happening in his arm, but I don't think we'll see it with the lights on. Yeah, no, we won't see anything. It's fine. You gotta go? That's totally fair. Thank you so much for stopping by and mingling. Hopefully the next time you see this, it'll be beautiful. But till then, take care. Have a wonderful day. And then next up, we're gonna be doing some hands. Like this. We're gonna make the hands lag a little bit because hands suffer from low latency or high latency. Like I like doing hands, but I hate this rig because it requires. Actually, no, never mind. Hands are cool. No, I'm gonna stand by that. I hate this trick. I made it, and it's a pain in the butt to use. And I don't know how to make hands look good. Wait, this gets to lag a little bit, and then it. Man, give me the goods, hands. Like the hands doing. Ugh. Come on. Maybe if I randomly start to scale keys, it'll fix all of my problems. Like this rig, he's great for most of the things, but then for a tiny set kinds of actions, he can't. There's one thing you hate with written English. You know that it's always in caps. Well, that's useless. The I is always in caps. Yeah. Well, because it just looks weird to have a lowercase I in a sentence when using just the letter I. At least that's what that's my educated guess. We just don't like the way the I looks. guess if I just unparent the arms from the torso. But we're not going to do that. We're too far in. Yeah, eyes always in caps. Come on, join the caps wagon. Yeah, and this can just be like that. Putting eyes always in caps. That's fair. In Spanish, I can say yo his algo, or another language, but in English, I is always in caps. So I can't relate, or result, sorry, that I by putting it in caps. As far as I can tell, that kind of insinuation is kind of just implied already with sentence structure, I guess. But I'm no langologist, so I wouldn't know. Ooh, you're listening to Island Tour Day by your friends over at Nintendo. Okay. This shot is good enough for me to render a version out and then dance around. Do you remember your Clifford plush? Yeah. How could I forget? It's Clifford. Oh, I didn't even remove the sedan chair. Oops. We need to turn on our boulders, our big back boulders. You saw the name William K. Clifford, and you said, "It's my boy Clifton." All right. And he proceeded to dance wildly. Fantastic. Inner boulders? We don't see any of these. Get out of here, inner boulders. Well, we see one. It's slightly just peeking in. But I think with the crowd, we will not see it. So it's fine. Rock miscellaneous? Ooh. I never use those. But we can, they can be in. That's fine. Stumps. We see that stump. Probably won't. You see that stump. We don't see that one, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one. Maybe that one. Just look at that face. Yeah. That face, it really brings the joy back into living again. And we don't see the entrance, but we need the monolith. We need the firewood, the fire pit, we don't need the lights or the water. And the fire. We can probably get rid of the clouds because they're kind of obnoxious. We need the platform vegetation and the platform rock edges and the torches because they influence the lighting. We could turn the camera back on and make sure that our focus plane is not set to some strange distance, which is I don't actually know where. Okay, I guess we can get rid of this one. And then we can make our focus from here. The platform all the way to the camera. Camera. And then we're gonna take our translation. Yes. And we're gonna make this do a this, so that it's doing a this. So it goes wee. But a little faster. It wheeze to him, you know. So that lets us, with our camera's focus, slide on over to our main boy here, so that he's out of focus and then in focus, you know? You know, we're pulling in the pro cinematography moves here. Pretty jazzed. And then we just wait a solid 7 years for our textures to load. In the meantime, you're listening to 2 p.m. on a sunny afternoon from Animal Crossing New Horizons. Okay, so we have our Patapons, and they're gonna, that looks sinister. I like it. We need to make these lights a little bit brighter. But yeah, the Wii sound. It's pronounced as both. Wii as in just Wii, or Wii as in the console, or the home entertainment system. How do you write it? Oh, not the way you write the Wii. The first with a bunch of E's. At least that's how I would do it. Though the Wii is more something that you say rather than write. You write it with all eyes? That's big chin stroke. Mega but also very interesting. All right. Wait a minute, she's supposed to be reaching out because your eyes sound like E's. That's fair. Wait a minute, then how do you say spaghetti? 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 Why were you asking this question? Because I demand to know. So her muscular arm needs to actually be we need to take her hand and remove these keyframes because those don't need to exist. Something like that. A little bit these. Oh. The T is more rough. Like spaghetti. Spagalicious. Okay. And I want this camera to be even more blurred. But I made the Italian thing when saying it. What does that mean? Oh no. I'm just bound to be Italian. Oh, that looks gorgeous. But that's way too much blur. Oh, big way. So what if we turn this up by a lot? Because we don't want this to be super out of focus. Just very out of focus. Big way indeed. How do you write wah? Yeah, just like that. With W, a bunch of A's and an H. And then we could add our crowd back in. And then I can see how my sweet baby shot looks fully together. Wow. Now I'm probably gonna have to re-render this for timing. There you go. Parting the Patapon Sea. I might turn down the blur a little bit more. Give me like 1.15. Yeah? That's a bit better. And it begins with him out of focus, kind of with this weird sharp edge, but I'm not a AAA studio, so we're gonna not worry about that. What are we listening to? You're listening to New Year's Day between the hours of 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. from Animal Crossing New Leaf. Sorry. Cool. So I'm going to save this. And we're going to do a quick test render. So that... Oh, that needs to be on. We use that. We're using that light. Come on. I would love to know a random thing about you. But if you tell me some crazy fact like, you could actually do a backflip, I'm gonna scream. You eat backflips for breakfast. Come on, Blender. You only found out when you were 10? Your suspense is killing me. I'm at the edge of my seat. Oh no. A minute and 11 seconds, roughly per frame. I am okay with that. Yeah, I didn't see what you said. Now I'm actually crying tears again. So we're gonna pat apart. So this is Dunzo's. We can submit this to the farm. Oh boy. Hot diggity. Alright, the shot Dunzo. What time is it? 4:43? Alright. Now we're on the next big boy shot. It erased it again. Oh no, that's weird. It's just about England. This is where when you drop the fact that you were saying England wrong for years. That's no good. Ooh, now we can work on this shot by saving this one and going into here. Meow meow. Meow meow. That's big sus. I'm sorry to hear, but I'm glad that you now know how to properly pronounce England. This is a reaction zoom, and this is also. Oh no, I don't remember how many frames it was. 80, maybe. Skip. No, it was only 50 frames. Gah. Let me quickly change that actually. Zoop. Edit shot. 50 so frames. That's still 80. I need 50. Great. That's fair. Our word is Inglaterra. Inglaterra. But you thought that G was weird, so you pronounced it as Inglaterra. It's big sus. I did. Oh, that's surprising. 9 out of 10 pronunciation. Hot diggity. You know what that means? Time for a celebratory popsicle. A 9.7. Whoa, that's too much for me. I can't accept that. Give this Nobel Prize to my compadre, Densle, who speaks native Spanish. The award for properly pronouncing words should never go to me, because 9 out of 9 times it's a fluke. But Dengalhandra, on the other hand, My twin. He's a native every language speaker, and he knows how to say anything. Oh, that camera doesn't have any camera shake. That's fine. Does this one? It does. Oh, the last one, the other one probably does then. We're good. The every language native. Everyone's got one. Right? Right? Hey, it's Studio. Welcome. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. What is this? You're listening to Stung by a Bee from New Horizons. Whew, funny. Do we see the monolith or the entrance? We do. We could actually move the entrance over just a tad so that we get that sweet symmetry. It's not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical, but symmetry enough. He's standing still. He's probably fine to stand still. And I think I had a zoom. Did I want to do the zoom? No, I should probably make him begin his walk though. It's high school. But thank you so much for coming out. Hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your night. Good luck with your tomorrow. And hopefully the next time you see this, it'll look dope. But till then, take care. Okay. I think we're going to have him begin walking forward. And I want this crowd to look a little denser. Just a hair denser. With some denser looking hairs. Come on, turn off. Oh wait, this is the residence tent. Get your DIYs, everybody. It's me, Tom Nook, the best raccoon in all the land. And we're gonna trim off a lot of these so that we can use the same crowd density. The same bone density scanner over by our boy. And that's it. That's the shot, guys. Thank you for watching. You don't know what to do or how to do it? Oh man, I would recommend there's a YouTube channel named Blender Guru, which is roughly everybody's beginner channel, because he made a series on how to create a beautiful donut render. And it teaches you basically everything, all the basics to Blender. I'd recommend watching that. But it's not the worst. It's just a lot of buttons. And once you figure out what they all do, it's easy. Ish. Kinda. You watched half of it. That's fair. Wait, this was supposed to only be... This was 37 frames. This was 47 frames. So 50. And we're going to make the camera not animate. He's going to begin walking. He's going to begin. Begin. And like the 40-ish mark, he'll turn to the camera and say, "You'll never know if you're my hero." By going like that and like that, and then turning this way. Like that. And then he's gonna move forward with his arm. And then move forward with his arm. And he's gonna move down a little bit because he's stepping. And then, do I have a good singer voice? No, I am a trash singer with nothing but scratchy vocals. So please never expect me singing like Shakira, because I never will. But I'll try. I'll try till the day I die. New Year's Eve. You too? Nonsense. You probably sing like an angel. And you're just telling me this to make me feel better. And I appreciate it. Alright, you're looking a little crazy there. Let's tune you down by a lot. Maybe like 9 or 12 or maybe 14. There we go. And we also want it to be on here with a bunch of offset. Make sure that this is 25. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the torso. We just want a little bit of motion on them so that we don't have to do a lot of motion. And maybe pump this up to 25. All right, and then we're gonna take all of their keyframes and we're going to make them Bezier. And we're also going to normalize all of the keyframes so that we can see them all at the same time. And then we're going to take their keyframes and then we're going to slide them around. Actually, these should probably all be faster. Faster. head doing? No way, and his head needs to go downward and then upward. Like a dolphin, you know. It's going like wah. Wah. And then his torso does a thing. And then he actually begins to move forward a little bit. Forward a little bit. And that's it. That's the shot, guys. And we can fix up some of his rotations so that he is, so he doesn't stop moving like some sort of stoppy movie kind of guy. That's not what we're paying him to do. We're paying him to be cool. Like a cool masked guy. He's a cool guy. And you should probably start looking out that way. And then back. Did I even do that? Yeah, I think I did. But he's looking... He's supposed to be looking the other direction, actually. To link up. To link that up. Yeah. And then we move this over here. And then he goes. And that's the shot. Good enough for me and my bones. So we don't need a lot of stuff on. Wow, 135 playbacks. Average watch time is 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, so he's ready. The crowd is swaying. He's getting in there. So we don't need we don't really need those trees on, but we're gonna keep them on anyways. Platform doesn't need to be there. Stumps don't need to be there. Back boulders, those do. All that can go. All that can go. Props don't need to be on. And then how does this look? Do we need the crowd on? Trees, yes. Trees, yes. Trees, no. We don't need the trees on at all. Whoa. And then some lights. Might want to turn these down a little bit. Looking a little strong. A little too weak now. Maybe instead of 3, we turn that down to 1. Maybe instead of 1, we bring it up to 15. Maybe instead of 15, we just bring it to 20. I don't like how blended in he looks. So we're gonna take. We're gonna turn that light off, and we're gonna come back to this light. And we can turn this one off, that doesn't need to be there. Wait, then what's this light? The big one in the middle. So then we're gonna take this and we're gonna give him another light. And make it, where's lights? Lights, spotlight. Move it up, move it out. Move it this way. And then move it over and around. And then we make the brightness of it super high so that we can get some nice rim lights. We can put this behind him a little bit more. So that we can do that. It doesn't really make sense of a light, but we're not here for sense. We're here for emotion and drama and emotional drama. Or I could just brighten them up a lot more from the front, more so than the crowd. And then turn all this down. By a lot more. Not like that. Maybe like that. Or that, or that, and take this light and we make it a little bit larger, and we blend it. Where's the blend? So it's not super obvious of a light, and then we just do that. Problem solved. Problem solved. There we go. Beautiful. Mwah. It's looking scrumdiddlyumptious. Put that in lighting. Give this a save. Do a test render to see how long it'll take. Patiently wait. And say to ourselves, I hope everyone's Sunday is coming along pretty okay. Mine so far been work. And Animal Crossing's Prologue 5 on a rainy day. But things have been going pretty okay so far. This video, although taking its time, is shaping up to be pretty cool so far. Hopefully, I'll have everything finished in the next couple weeks. Within the next week or two. Fingers crossed. That's good enough for me. I think we'll roll with that. We're going to send this to the farm. With the reaction shot. And we're going to hit publish. And we're going to wait. And that's it. 2 shots are now good to go. Now we can work on this shot. And this one is 82 frames. So we're gonna make it what is this shot? What? Splash screen. Actually, I think I can swap these around. So he arrives. And then they drop the thing in. Okay. We probably won't do any of this stuff today because this whole sequence is gonna be a time. But I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get up to here, hopefully. In the next 2 hours, maybe? No, probably not. I gotta wrap this up at 7. Doo-doo. But that's okay. We'll keep going until we can't go anymore. So that shot is going to be a little bit of a doozy. I can close all these. Excuse me. This is 09, the walk. And that was 81 frames. So I'm going to make that 80, and make this 85. And we're gonna get at it. We can turn this light off for a hot minute. You can position our camera where we want it to be. We can turn this crowd off for a hot minute. Somewhere around here. Grab our camera. Do the thing. Bow. And maybe make this a larger focal length, but slide it back a little bit. And then we'll just turn on all the stuff for a little second so that we can roughly see where our crowd is going to be lining up. Which looks like this, which is pretty ew. What's this crowd doing? Okay. That's the front crowd. We can turn this off so we don't ruin that. And then I need Patapon, crowd bob front. I don't have a crowd bob back, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go into here. We're going to go and find our crowd bob. Or is it chair bob? Push, dance, sway, back, front, hop, bow, chant. Bob, this is it. Yeah, let him go. And what we'll be doing with this is just turning off their pupils so that we can make a back as if we're looking behind them, like so. I can turn this one off. No. This one. And the last one, this one. So now we have the crowd as if we're standing behind them. We're going to render that out. And we're going to swap our crowd with it by making this our PNG sequence and putting this into the, where did that last one go? Cheer, Bill, part, cheer, yeah. Into here, and render, and we wait. And we're almost there. Great. So then we're back into here. We can turn our crowd back on for a hot minute. And I can copy, where is it? It's Bob front. We can duplicate this collection and name it Bob back. And we can take all these and name it from front back and give them a rename. There we go. And we can swap their textures, because right now these look like, where are you? These look like this. And we want them to look, we want them to not have eyes, essentially. So we're gonna go in and duplicate this texture and name it back. And then we're gonna copy it onto, actually can't, will that work if I just go into here? No, that doesn't work. I'm gonna do this manually. Ugh. The pain, the suffering, and so we're back, and we're gonna turn these guys into that. And that's it. We got our crowd. Ooh. But this crowd is only animated to frame 9. No worries, we're good. Never mind. So we're going to change this to 85 frames. And we're going to change our crowd here to the sway. No, I want the Bob back. And that's gonna look like that, all whack. I'm gonna change the scale of this to 1.5. It's even less. Like that ish. But all these are looking weird because they're head on to the camera. So we're gonna adjust their cards to rotate along the Y. Oops, except that doesn't work. What are you doing, cards? They're just stretching. Aww. Oh, that's because of this. Yeah, there we go. Never mind. Crisis averted. So we can jump out of that. You can give this a save. And we can change the scales of them a little bit more. And then, or maybe we can move the camera up a little bit. Ooh, but we don't actually see the backs on this side. It would be, you'd see their fronts. So we need to actually split this up into twos, which means going into here and getting rid of half of this slice. That's right, we just chomp it away. Just chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp. You can make the radius a little larger so I can do less work. Chomp. And then we do this. Like so. And that is good enough for me. We're going to add a new vertex group, and we're going to make this crowd front left. The direction doesn't actually matter, but bear with me here. And we're going to add in a big square of influence. Because that's our crowd. And this is where all of our Pata boys and gals congregate to talk about whatever Patapons talk about. Like the hunt and how much chicken they managed to capture. But there's nothing showing. What do we do about that? So we need to make a new particle system by just duplicating one of these. Duplicate system. Duplicate this system, and then we're gonna go into here. And we're gonna make the crowd bob front. Where is it? Crowd bob front. And why did this change? What? That's the exact opposite of what I wanted. I'm gonna make this the crowd front group, and we're gonna change it to crowd bob back, and then this one is gonna be here, and we're gonna make them a little larger. No, we won't. We're gonna take their entire group, and we're gonna rotate them 90 degrees. No, I guess on the Y. Yeah. And that's it. That's our crowd. And then everyone's hopping and bopping and vibing to the music. But I kind of want their scales to be a little more rambunctious. You know? And we can make the increase of them, make them mammoth height. Wait, are they upside down? They're upside down. That's no good. That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted this to be on the solid. So I can figure out. There you go. There you go. And then back to the camera view. We can take these And make these guys a little more random in scale. And maybe increase their scale. And same thing with the other side. Make them a little larger. And that's it. And the camera needs to be moving from left to right. Like so. As well as moving on a linear tangent so that it's doing one of these. Sweet. So it's moving, even though it looks kind of fast. That is very fast. So we can push this back a lot. And then this looks like it's not moving at constant speeds. Because we aren't. What's going on here? What's going on here? Breakfast. After 8 years, it gets recommended to everybody, and everybody sees it. Then it gets flooded with comments that are people saying, "Fun fact: you didn't search for this video. This video searched for you." All right. So we're gonna animate him just moving forward. So I don't wanna have to do that with his torso controller. Why do you have so much animation on you already? Because you're already being animated. Get rid of all this. No, get rid of this and this. And then we can do this. We can insert a location keyframe for his whole rig. We can move that forward. And we can jump into linear, and then that's him. He's moving. But I'm gonna shut the crowd off for a minute so that we don't have to see it. And we're gonna do some walks. I hate animating walks. He's gonna be doing like a sway motion. Mooshy motion. I wish I didn't have to see the perfect actually. we can turn off everything else. And we can just pop into this view. He's going to be doing one of these. He's rotated, but not fully rotated. And he's looking up, but not fully up. And he's doing a up, and then a down. I should add a keyframe. Location and rotation. Location and available. He's doing a down. And then an up. And then we copy and paste that. That's basically what he's doing for the whole walk. And then a down again. Oh, I guess that's the wrong keyframe. I guess we just can't win here. And then one more up. So he's walking. Then we can do the same thing with the rest of his body. You can insert some rotation and a location keyframe. And did that do that? It did. And we copy and pasta that. And his arm should be doing a, first it's forward, and then it's back. I didn't even set a key. Look at me go, giving incorrect animation advice. Set your keys, boys and girls, or else you'll be sad to realize that nothing has been set the whole timeline. And then you can take the hands and just copy and paste them. Control Z, undo is your best friend. That's fair. Okay, and then we can do the same thing with the other arm. Just start it back here. And flip to the other side. To the side we actually see the location and the rotation, and we give him life. And that's good enough for me. Bow, bow. And then we just do a little bit of this. And take all these keys and we can make them, where is it? Extremes. And we don't need to animate his feet because we don't see them. And because I'm setting all these shots up so that we never see their feet. Haha. Next up, we do in-betweens. Which actually should be the ups. Yeah, no, I got that wrong. So he should be on downs for all of these. The in-betweens, he's on his ups. Like so. Well, I don't know why that moved you back, but that's okay. Hey, it's Firefly Serenity. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time for the Harvest Festival. We're animating, and it's killing me. And then in between, we can do a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and then, can I do that with both of them? Copy, paste. Ooh. See, he's really walking. He's really walking. I'm so proud of him. Yeah. Actually, we can get rid of all of these keys. All of them. And copy all these over. Yeah, those are cool. And we can move that there, move that there, move that there. Burp. This is the same guy from before. It's always been the same guy. He's the main character, and that always the biggest pain in the butt to animate. Now we don't actually see any rotation, so you don't necessarily need to do any rotation. If you turn on his walking animation again, he's walking. And if we turn on the crowd, he's crowding. This is a mistake. If we turn on the crowd, I quickly sneeze. Okay, no, I guess not. And we turn on the crowd, and then that, you guys and you guys, we get this mess. beautiful. So crowded. And how does that look with lighting? Oh man, I should turn them on actually. Ooh. Ooh. That's spicy. You can maybe add another 0 on this. You can get some of that going. You know, very, very moody. Maybe bring this down to 5. Very moody. He's going. He's doing it. He's living. And we're gonna turn all that off so that I can actually semi-work. Okay, crowd, you gotta go. All right, well, it's time for the next best thing, which is fine-tuning this animation. Because it's good enough for me. Good enough for me-sies. So we're gonna go into here, and we're gonna close this actually, because we don't need this opened. Close that. And then we're gonna jump into the side view and turn off the transforms so that we can just work in this window. Get this out of here. We don't need that. So let's get into it. First and foremosto, we turn everything. We turn this, not everything at the same time. Hey, it's ya boy Thor. Welcome, my dude. Always glad to see you coming round. We need this one. How have I been? So far, so good. Nothing really crazy going on other than working on this video at every waking moment of my life. but things are pretty good. How's about you? How's your day been? Yeah, why do you move like that? We can get rid of this motion. So it's just up and down. Ooh, nice. Spending the weekend at your sister's and you're spending some of that watching me? Boo. Boo. We don't have any rotation. It's just torso rotation. Or translation. Great. So next up, we can do his torso. Hi, kid. If you want to watch this live stream, by all means. Oh no, now comes the fun part of animating. This is supposed to hit, so he goes hit. And then he comes down. He is trucking along. But he could be trucking better. Come on. Come on, give me... What is this? TNT Mart. Get you... From which game? New Leaf? Get you your tools and your furniture half off, except that item. That item's double the price today. That one too. In fact, actually, every one of everything in the store is double the price today because we need the money. And you look to Tommy and go, "What? Why do you need the money?" He goes, "We're trying to expand the TNT Mart to be the TNT Mart. We're trying to expand. We're trying to get a second floor here, but and we need the bells." And you go, "Oh, okay. I guess I can buy everything. That's fine." Yes, yeah, please, Nate. That'd be great. It's 11:42 p.m. by you. It's currently 5:43 right now, and I feel like I've gotten nothing done. Come on, why? Used to do this, and then up again. Something. It's too nice here. Come on. But here in Club LOL, we come to read our slam poetry. No, all this, none of this is working. I don't know why. As he rises up, he's supposed to come down a little bit. And while he's at his, and as he's at his peak, he does this, and then he slams down like that, and then he comes up again, but he does this, and then but that's too much, and then. And then I just delete all of this. Alright, Doctor. Thanks so much for coming out. Have yourself a fantastic slumber. Sweet dreams. And hopefully the next time you see this, it'll look a little nicer. But until then, take care. And happy Monday. I might just not animate his torso. Wait, no, it's supposed to be rising up. And then... And then You know what? We're just gonna slap some noise rotation on his X. On his X. Give me some of that noise, baby. Modifier. Paste. Good enough for me. Same thing with the head. The head already has noise on it, so that's fine. And then all this can also get a little noisy. And we can maybe make this come down a little lower. Sure. And then we can take his hands, make them Beziered. And the end is looking really strange. We can take these keys and move them out. That way we need, not these ones, these ones. Okay, don't do that, key, that's fine. Okay, and then there you go. Hands, body, animated. That's good enough for me. Except he's not animated again. Where did your animation go? Get into frame. And then we go into here, grab that. For some reason, your hand controller is always coming along with the ride. But we're going to take your walking, and we're going to make that linear so that you're walking. You know, the arms really sell the effect, I'm going to tell myself. And we're good. And that's the shot. Woo! At least for now. I'm going to say it's good enough for now. I'm going to save it a couple times actually. And we're going to do some scene optimization, some quick scene optimization. Just so that I know that I could render this super speedy, slickety speedy fast. We don't need the platform or the entrance. We need the background trees. We need the regular trees. Stumps. We're missing a big boy stump, which is not one of those. It's not that one. It's that one. That huge stump. And none of the other ones need to be in frame. Boulders. Do we have any outside boulders that we're missing? I thought there was one right here, but I might be wrong. I might be thinking of this one. Back boulders. And the stone tiles we won't see, so I think that's fine. Next, we need to just make sure that everything else is good to grow. We can turn on our trees for a moment. And turn on our lights. And that's the shot. That's the shot, everybody. Thanks for sticking through it. Ooh, do we see shrubs finally? Kinda, but it's not really. No one will notice. I won't even notice. I think we're gonna go with that. Or this, at least. Cool. This is shaping up to be a pretty good looking video, if I do say so myself. Trees, crowd, and is this crowd on? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna go and we're gonna put this to the farm. Bam, bam, walk 2. And that's that. So we have this shot done, this shot done, this shot done, and now we need this shot, which is when he finally arrives to the pot. And he gives her his hand. So we have about an hour to get this and this shot. Or just this shot. Let's go. Oh, what's this? Host waiting. This is Wilbur on the plane. We're just about to land on a nearby island. I want to just let everybody know to put on your seatbelts because we're going to be doing a water landing. So just yeah, just get your scuba gear on because we're gonna not be getting off the dock. We'll be swimming from the plane to the island. And this shot is 50 frames, so we're gonna make it 55 frames. No, this project browser. Oh, did I minimize it? I did. Bam, bam. Shot 100. Pot arrive. I'm gonna make it 55 frames. Hit next. Give it an animation. Give it a next. Give it a skip. Give it a fix it here. Fix it here. 55 frames. And then we're gonna turn off everything that we don't need right now, which is the crowd and the trees and the stumps. Get out of here. We need the platform though, because the platform is everything. And our boy he doesn't need to animate anymore for now. We can jump into pose mode, delete all these keys, and we can... I don't want to fully reset him because his jacket's closed right now. But his hands, those can go. So we're gonna move him to where the pot is. Even though the pot isn't here, we're gonna turn it on, the cauldron and the monolith. We don't need the monolith. We might need those, we probably won't. And we'll just move him up onto it. And we can turn the fire and stuff off for now, so that we can actually see what we're doing. We also want him to be a little smaller. So I don't want him towering over this pot. And we're gonna swoop in. I'm gonna turn on this textures here so I can see what we're doing, how we're working with. Okay. So the shot has both of them in it, right? Yeah. And she's supposed to be in a profile view. Hey, it's Brooke. We are doing our second last shot for this sequence, and I am currently brainstorming how to set it up. We have our boy who's supposed to be at this pot, you know, potsing around. And our camera needs to be coming along for the ride with a not high focal length of like 30. And then yeah, so insert a keyframe so that we can save this spot. And we're gonna rotate her a little bit so that we can not do that. Rotate. Yeah, so our guy's doing a standing, he's looking. He's like, wow, what's going on here? And she's like, I need your help. We're gonna be doing some fun garbage this evening. And the crowd back, they're living. They're living. Which means they can be on for render. I want her eye to be looking towards him, which means I'm gonna have to do another small adjustment in here in Adobe After Effects in this comp actually, which is the lookup 2, and I can look for this comp and then duplicate it and call it something else, like, what's the shot name? 6100? Sounds good to me. And it's only 55 frames, so we can just make this 55 frames, and we can call it handout. And she's just supposed to be, if we select everything, hit U, and delete all of these keyframes, because we don't actually need all those keyframes right now. We can make this So I didn't do the bow actually. The bow came out, or trying to animate the bow looked really weird. So instead, we just they just stood there. Hold on, I can show you the result. And pause the music for a sec so you can get the full effect. So they were supposed to bow here, but they didn't. Instead, they just sway. And I'm sorry, but the sequence looks pretty cool. Yeah, it works. Please. Please. You know, we got the fat boys walking. The Patapons not bowing. A shot that I'm gonna remove. And then this one. Come on, give me the goods. Yeah, it's gonna. They don't bow, but you get the next best thing. And then it's a movie. Oh, why was I here? So I was trying to see how long this frame is. No, I was in After Effects. But now I just want to show this whole thing sequence again. So all the Patapons are Pataponing. And that their drums lag behind. Come on. Come on. Come on. All these transitions don't work without the smooth playback. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, please. Come on. You know, I'm gonna have to require my viewers to stretch their imagination a little bit with this video. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be different. But Patapons. Thanks, Brooke. But you're right. It could be better. But anywho, so now we have this shot finished. This shot finished. This shot finished enough. I'm working on this shot, and I need to get her to look at him. So I'm doing this. I'm redoing the thingy. And I'm putting it in. And her arm is gonna be looking at him, like should I keep her 3D arm? Yeah, I'm gonna keep the 3D arm. Let's go. And then and music can come back on. You're listening to 8 a.m. on a sunny day from Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm your host, DJ Densle, here on KBB Densle Radio. Okay, back to this. So I can actually just swap out her texture entirely for the new one. I'm going over to here and into here and turning. I didn't organize any of these shots, so a lot of this is very confusing. That's fine. That works enough. So we're gonna move her arm so that falls in line with where her actual sprite is, which is somewhere here. Like that. And then we're also gonna grab her empty here and just kind of hold it out in front of him. It's out of focus, that's why. We're going to turn off the camera's focus for now, as well as the cauldron's cloud layer, because that looks dodgy. Now we're going to fix up this whole arm, because I don't like it. I don't like it. Could be better by adding a hook object and scaling that. And scaling this side of it, this side of it. Like so. And we can scale her hand up. Even though she should probably be looking up a little more. We will do that. Just, we will make this go up here. Kind of like, you know, she's like, come on, don't be lame. Everyone's doing it. You want to be cool, don't you? And he goes, yeah, I want to be cool. And then we can, that should update if we just reload it. And there you go. She's very much like a, come on, do it. Ooh, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. He'd be walking and then he appears in front of it. He needs to walk up to it. So this whole shot, he needs to go, hey. He needs to slide into frame, and then go, I've arrived. It is I, the masked vigilante. And she goes, yeah, I see that, but we got a story to make. And he then goes, sweater. We're gonna quickly block out what he's supposed to be doing, which is being here, being Steven. Ooh, you're listening to Outdoors 7 p.m. My favorite song from Animal Crossing. New Leaf. New Leaf. See, like steps up. And then he gives his hand. We also don't see the crown right now. That's useless. But he walks up kind of hesitant already. As if he's seen this before on TV and he knows what's up, but he also kind of trusts her because he thinks she's a little cool. And we're gonna grab his other arm and do a this, and do a little bit of this, but actually bring it up here. And he's gonna do a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and then we're doing a little bit of this, and then something like that. Oh man, I already have a feeling I'm not gonna get this shot finished today. I'm already crying. But he steps up. And he's not supposed to be in frame. Like that. And then he puts his hand out to meet with her, and he also does a this, as well as this needs to have some This does a little this, that his hand does that, and his fingers need to scale a little bit. Need to scale. And we can do the same thing here. So his hand opens up like he's ready to accept whatever she's got going on. Come on, give me the goods. Hand model. And he probably steps in a little closer. And then leans in a little more. And then kind of raises his hand a little more. This could probably cover his hand more. And his other hand lowers a little bit because he's, really letting his guard down. And then I'd animate that. Well, like that. I feel like the step in might be a bit too fast. He just zooms in. probably do also a settling pose. Like, as if he's finished taking the step down. Like that. And then yeah. She's like, give me that hand. Give me it. And the next shot is a close-up of them touching each other's hands. We don't need that. We need the fire. And the clouds can probably go. No, we need the clouds for continuity. Because some shots have it on, some shots don't. But it's kind of obnoxious, so I usually try to lean on the don't include side. But like, it's details. But oh well. Okay, we're gonna save that. Now we're just gonna jump into doing the fine tuning. I know traditional animators would yell at me for this, but I don't care. I'm a grown man. I can animate how I want to animate. As destructively as possible. So everything's linear now, so you're just going to slide into frame and do a lot of sliding. So we want to add in our holds, which is here. And he moves forward. And that looks very jank. Keyframe everything available. I guess not. I'm gonna just copy this over. And what are you doing? You need to be doing this with the rest of your friends. And the other hand. Wait a minute. I can select everything except for this guy. Copy paste all those over. Yeah, can I do that? Is that legal? That is legal. And then what? Tortimer's Island, Hammerfast. From Animal Crossing New Leaf. So we want why are your hands still moving? When I explicitly say don't, even though that's the keyframe we're taking from. Zoop. And we're going to move this back, as well as this little forward. He's also moving slowly closer to her, slowly throughout the whole thing. Okay, and then the step up is a little too fast for my tastes. And then all this can be slowed down a little. And all this is really fast, so we might actually just have him start already kind of in frame. Sure, that kind of works. And studio's back. Welcome. And same with apparently 7 people. Guys, thank you for watching. Or should I say, Baba Booey? Ooh, you're listening to Outdoors at 5 p.m. on a rainy day from Animal Crossing New Leaf. Okay. So this seems good enough for me to be okay with. Smoothing out. All right, we're gonna. Did I just save this? I'm gonna save it again. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with the torso and make sure that all this. Actually, we're gonna start with everything and make it all busier. And we're gonna make sure that these are all spick and slippy. So, oops. So we want this to be to come up a little higher. And we're gonna wanna I'm also gonna want to take this motion and smooth that out, and also do this. Well, Brooke, thank you so much for popping by and spending some time here. I appreciate it. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to be ending the stream in another half hour or so. So, if you're not back before then, take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. Can Matt give me the... this needs to be a little faster. And I feel like this whole shot just might be a bit too fast. But the only way to know for sure is to just render it out. I could play blast it, but that might take forever. Come on, give me the goods. And then next up is the head-ish. Yeah. And then his head comes up. I don't like that step though. That looks weird. Maybe move him down a little bit so it's not super abrupt. And then same thing with his torso. Just give that less. Yeah, like all that just looks strange. If I moved all this back. And then moved all this. Or maybe I'm missing something here. Like his actual tangent being too tangenty. And needing this to be a little which one was it? X. The Y. The Y. Yeah, something like that. This looks a little nicer. So we're going to give this a quick save, and then we're going to move on to his hands, because those are the next biggest offenders. And then his hands overshoot, and then he looks up. He rotates, and then this all happens in a blink, but he pushes his hand back his hand to not be super snappy. So it's like, I also wanted to do a bit of a roll. And his torso should probably tag along for the ride, just doing a little bit of that. And then his body, his other hand needs to be doing some fun. He steps down and he's like, hup. And his hands overshoot. By coming up and then down again. Ooh, they're rotated really weirdly. Why was I not looking at that? Oops, I don't need the camera. I need to be doing that. And then his fingers, his little fingies. Are doing a little bit of that. And as his hand pushes forward, his fingers curl in, but then out when he's reaching his destination. Even though his hand looks like it's whipping. And his head is also fairly hard in its movements. And as much as I don't like it, I kind of also really like it. We're gonna make it slower. And that's good enough. We're gonna save that out. We're gonna see with the lights. And it's very bright. It's incredibly bright. Oh my goodness. We're gonna turn everything down so that our man here look a little cooler. And it's Gucci. And then we're going to, I kind of want to quickly adjust the cloud object here. I don't like the dark in it. So we're going to remove some of that. And we're going to turn some of that down. And that should solve all the problems that I was having with it earlier. Wow, look at that. It do. That's it. And we can go and we can render this out. We don't need any of this stuff. Do we see the props? The drums? We don't. Oh man, which means we don't need the drummers. Ooh. We need the boulders. We need the stumps. Do we need the stumps? I don't think we see any of them. Yeah, we don't see any of them. No stumps. Vegetation. Trees. We see some of the trees, but not enough. But that's okay, because we're making the trees. We don't need any of this. We need the tree backgrounds because those help black out the distance. And we need the ground. Can't forget the ground. As well as our crowd. You can turn that back on just to see it. Now she's quite reflective, and I don't particularly like that. So we're gonna jump into our shader editor, increase the roughness a little bit, and that doesn't do anything. So we're gonna oh, that's because of our cauldron lights. We're gonna zoom in here. We're gonna move this away. No, we're not. We're gonna just make it less bright. There you go. Or I could even go the next best route and just direct it to him. But nah. Next, we are going to fix up the camera's depth of field. That's right, because it's nice, but it's kind of too much. So we need to grab our empty here and find out where it is. All the way back there, so we can take it and move it back to here. Ooh, that's a problem. His shoulder is breaking, and his coat is opening. Man, I modeled him so that I could do this. I could have his coat open and close, but that mechanism has been causing nothing but problems ever since I finished doing the one out of the 2 shots that I need to do it for, or that I need it for. And I'm crying. Real tears. Look at them. They're actual tears. But I can luckily kind of fudge these around a little bit so that I can make them work ish. Please. That's good enough. Now this thing with his arm. I don't know what a good solution for that other than to like fix it. Because his arm or his torso is doing this, and I don't know what that is actually. So it's something. it a normal? It's a... Yeah, I think that's actually a normal's problem. Ooh, it's a skin weight problem. So we gotta jump into weighting and figure out what's going on here. We should average these. Brush, draw. No, I need... the average. I need to figure out which... I should save this as well. I need to figure out which one of these bad boys is ruining my arm. Who's doing it? Who's doing it? This one? Can I not edit this even? Where? Yeah, it won't even let me edit it actually. Why? Let me fix my arms. Papa. Oh, that makes sense. I think I have all these selected. There we go. So now I can figure out, go to here, see that that bit is doing a weird. Does that fix it? Not fully, but it's good enough. Yeah, I can deal with. I can work with that. I can stomach that. Great, easy, easy. Save. Wow, we actually did it, guys. We survived. Okay. So lastly, I'm going to do some last minute quick checkerinos. And we are going, actually that looks about fine. We're going to do a quick test render after doing another save. And then, we wait. We wait long days and long nights. And then in the meantime, I say, I hope you guys are all having a fun time here in Densle's Emporium. Because that's all we have to worry about here. And our focus pull is astronomical. We need to change that. Because this is still animated for some odd reason. Come back to me. Focus pull. I want her arm to be in focus. Ah, yeah, I need to wrap things up though. What? Why is this looking that way? Okay, well, that's good enough for me. So I'm going to render this out, and we're going to see how it looks tomorrow, probably. But with that, I'm going to have to call things here for a little bit. Actually, let me put this at the farm while I do the outro. I hope you guys, you girls and boys, all with your popcorns and what have you, had a fun time watching good old me click a bunch of buttons and talk to myself for a little bit. I hope you all have yourselves fantastic rest of your days, weekends, and a wonderful Monday afterwards. I will catch you guys the next time I stream, which will probably be, I don't know, maybe next Sunday, because we'll see. Maybe throughout the week, maybe not. I don't know. I do these randomly. Subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz to get notified. And yeah, join the Discord. Link in the description. Have a fun day. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much actually for watching, because I know this is a lot of nonsense, but I digress. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your week.